Chair recognizes the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, Chairman Willard, for a motion.
Mr. Speaker, I have a motion to accept the Senate substitute to House Resolution 1113.
Chairman Willard moves that the House agree to the Senate substitute to House Resolution 1113. The clerk will read the caption.
House Resolution 1113 by Representative Willard of the 51st Jones, the 47th Burns, the 159th, and others, proposing an amendment to the Constitution so as to abolish the existing Judicial Qualifications Commission.
Chair recognizes Chairman Willard to explain the Senate substitute to House Resolution 1113.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If I might have your attention for a few minutes, we'll go back. Recall earlier this session we had a constitutional amendment, which was House Resolution 1113, come through. It was approved by the constitutional majority. We also had House Bill 808, which also came through, is even approved by a larger vote. The point we're having now is the Senate has passed 1113. They made some amendments, and I want to go through with you and point out the few amendments that they made. If you look at their sheet, at the very bottom of the page, there's some language that says the appointments that are made to the Judicial Qualification Commission shall be subject to confirmation by the Senate as provided by general law. That is something that is in many statutes regarding appointments that are being made either by legislative bodies or by the governor, so they're subject to their final okay. On the back side, looking at lines 31 and 33, the date we had was effective date of December 31st, 2016. The Senate has provided for a change of that date. It is now June 30, 2017, so it's 6 more months. They felt there was a need to have some additional time in order to get, once the constitutional amendment passes, to get things organized and have in place again the changeover. The final change is on lines 39 and 40. This first part of it is existing law. It says the findings and records of the commission shall not be open, to the public, and that has been something that's caused some consternation over the years. It's because the current commission feels that nothing they do is subject to open information to the public. So what we've added, and I think it's a good move, is say except as provided by the General Assembly by general law. So we will have the ability to make the ultimate decision about what records may or may not be subject to open public records, as well as their meetings. Those are the only changes made, and I would encourage all of you to continue in support of House Resolution 1113. And Mr. Speaker, I'll be glad to
There are no questions.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So
On the gentleman,
ask my colleagues to vote for.
On the gentleman's motion that the House agree to the Senate substitute to House Resolution 1113, all those in favor will vote aye, those opposed will vote no, and the clerk will unlock the machines. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? Have all members voted? The clerk will lock the machines. On the gentleman's motion that this House agree to the Senate substitute to House Resolution 1113, the ayes are 120, the nays are 40. This House has agreed to the Senate substitute to House Resolution 1113. All right, we have some pages that have been with us all day long. I think it only appropriate, and while they're bringing them in, I hope you'll help me wish a happy birthday to Representative Pat Gardner. Representative Gardner. Please welcome to the floor of the House Reed Lee, Braxton Buff, and Grace Goltz. We appreciate your good work today. The chair recognizes the majority leader of the House for a motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move that this House stand adjourned until Thursday morning, March 24th, 2016 at 10 a.m., day 40.
And that will be day 40. The majority leader has moved that this House adjourn until Thursday, March 24 at 10 a.m. All those in favor of the motion will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. The ayes have it. This House will be adjourned until Thursday at 10 a.m.